Today we're doing some basics. The first thing we're going to do, and what we're going to do in this video, is we are actually going to enter the Nether via a Nether portal. To do this, we will need 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks of obsidian, minimum. You can build a bigger Nether gate, but we'll go with the minimum for now. And we are going to need some flint and steel. How do you make that? A piece of iron and a piece of flint. Just put those in any kind of configuration in a crafting box, and you've got flint and steel. Obsidian. How did I obtain that? You may or may not know, depending on how long you've been playing Minecraft. You want to find some lava and drop a bucket of water on the lava, and that forms obsidian. And occasionally you can find naturally occurring obsidian, but I usually just make it myself. Okay, so next is the question of where do we place our first Nether portal. I'm gonna place mine. I like having it near my vault, so I can bring all that good stuff back. I have a spot that I've sort of designated for it right here. A cave entrance that I lit up and secured. Made it part of my base. But it'll also make a nice creepy nether room. Eventually I'll decorate it with nether stuff. Where to put it? Could go for central effect and put it here, or I could kind of place it off to the side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's go with that. I kind of like putting it in an odd spot now. Obsidian is hard stuff. Takes a long time to dig through it, even with a diamond pick. And a diamond pick, by the way, is all you can use to farm up obsidian. So, you don't want to make mistakes. It's certainly undoable, but it takes a while. I want to go 2 across, and then I want to go 1, 2, 3 up. Come on. And then 2 across the top. Use the ceiling there. Alright, now you may notice it's not doing anything yet, and that is where the flint and steel come into play. We're going to light her up, put flint and steel into my hotbar, right click. Notice if I right click on the outside, it doesn't work. Got to right click the inside. Voila! Lit it up, and that has activated the Nether portal. Now, one thing that I do, I'm going to set up a base on the other side of this Nether portal within the Nether. All right. But this is the first time we're stepping into the Nether. We have no idea where we're going to be or what's going to be there. So, what do I want to do? I want to dump my more valuable items. Now, of course, the tricky part is I need some of these items. We're just going to go and peek and come back. Nothing special. So, I'll keep the sword. I've got plenty of sharpness swords. That's no problem. I don't need the silk touch pick at all in the Nether. Not right now. I don't really need my fortune pick. I am going to bring a regular diamond pick. Do I really need that shovel? I don't. But I will bring a shovel. Go ahead and bring some food. Always keep flint and steel on you. A good boat is something you need in the Nether for fighting ghast. Another thing that I want is lots and lots of cobblestone. Okay, a ghast, essentially shoots like a fireball arrow, a fireball projectile at you. And it can blow up netherrack, which is the primary rock, the primary material that most land in the nether is made of. Let's bring a healthy supply of food. But they can't blow up cobblestone. It's a weaker blast than a creeper does. So you want to have, when you start to really set yourself in the nether, you want to have cobblestone under you. Stone brick or smooth stone would work, but right now we're still relatively early in the game. So let's keep things simple, and we got plenty of cobblestone. Cobblestone is not hard to get. So here we are. I'm always a bit apprehensive, but excited at the same time. Let's step on through and see what we got. You gotta give it time to do its mumbo jumbo. It's gonna generate our chunks, loading terrain. First time nether. Where did we put us? Wow. That, my friends, is what I mean. You don't know where you're gonna be. What if we had stepped in that direction, right? Just a little bit. Now I want a regular diamond pick because it has a little bit of staying power to it. Oh yeah, they recently added these magma cube blocks. Or at least that's what I'm calling them. Pretty cool. I think they hurt you a little too. See if I stand on them for a while, will they hurt me? Yeah. I'll make a nice trap. I like that. Pretty too. The nether has its own dark beauty. I think it's one of the prettiest places in the game. It's also one of the most dangerous places in the game. I am sheltering myself. I am not trying to be fancy at all. I am looking out for ghast first and foremost. Now, if a ghast had showed up, which is kind of early, it gives them a little while to generate. I want to take advantage of that time. So if a ghast had showed up, he would have shot the ground out from under me, or attempted to, and I could have very well have fallen into lava underneath. When you are in the nether, you should always assume that lava is underneath you. And I'm telling you, I'm a hardened nether warrior veteran. I have done a lot of nether mining, and I've fought a lot of stuff in the nether. I can tell you some things from experience. This is the first thing you gotta do. You gotta make your home base. We're gonna expand this home base, and we're gonna make it way nicer. But for now, we're just blocking out field of vision. I do not want those ghasts to see me right now. Those ghasts are ghastly. And they're my favorite mob in the game to fight. Ghasts are incredibly fun to fight. But they're not fun when you just arrived in the nether and you don't have a basis or a base to stand on. But it's a great ranged battle with them. That's where that infinity bow comes into play. That's a fine bow. Let's see, what is it? It's infinity, power 4, unbreaking 3. Oh yeah. It's my very favorite bow configuration. You want to have some nice enchanted stuff for facing the nether. Now, there are a number of other mobs here. May even be mobs that they've added since the last time I played the nether. Another mob is a zombie pigman, and if you look closely earlier in the video, you could see them over there standing around. And that's basically what they do, is they stand around. They're not an unfriendly mob unless you attack one of them. If you attack one, they all swarm and attack you. It's not very pretty. But once you have some good armor and such, zombie pigmen can be an abundant source of gold. because they drop gold nuggets and good things like that. But usually, generally speaking, I leave them alone, and they leave me alone, because there's enough hostile mobs to deal with in the Nether that I'm not worried about fighting a zombie pigman right now. Now, you've got to listen hard to the sound. Make sure that your hostile mobs are turned up. Ooh, I made a mistake by not checking that when I came in. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'm going to turn that up to about a little louder than I usually make mobs. 100% would be annoying, but hell, 75% might be a little annoying, but I'm going to put up with it. Hear that noise? That whiny sound? That, my friends, is the sound of a ghast. Kind of creepy. Sounds kind of like a baby crying or something. Right, that's how you know you're in ghast territory. And I got good news. That ghast can't see us. He can't get to us. Well, at least not now. I don't mind having a little gap like this. Besides, at this point, if the ghast shoots at me, I've got good solid ground under me. He can't destroy what I've got. Also, quick point. If by any weird chance you accidentally put out your nether portal and you can't get back, and you don't have flint and steel on you, you get a ghast to shoot at you when you're standing in the nether portal, and he'll relight it. Okay. Well, there we go. Now, I want to just make that a little bit fuller right there. There we go. Just edge it out, see? Maybe in the video I should get a ghast to actually shoot at me. We'll get to that. Right now I'm not interested. Okay. And that, my friends, is a working, functioning nether base. It's simple. It's a cube built around my nether portal. And that's step one. Step one is done, friends. We have a foothold in the nether. The next step, I'm going to start putting in some windows here so I can look out, but I'm going to put them in slowly. And in fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a little bit of that before the video is over. I want to pack this video with good stuff. This one stood out right back to another portal. You want to be careful not to put another nether portal, I'd say within 1300 blocks of this one. Otherwise, they can get mixed up, and one nether portal takes you back to another corresponding nether portal. Hey, those are called magma blocks. What do you know? I want to put those with my valuables for now because I don't have many of them. Let's see. Windows, yes. I'm just going to use basic glass. There again, I played Minecraft before there were glass panes. Glass was all that you had was just regular blocks of glass. I'm going to stick with that here. Okay. I think the video capture software isn't getting along with Minecraft at the moment. There we go. Let's get us some windows. Now what I want to do, see, that's my area where I want to start going and looking around. So I've got some glass there to let me know that. If you're new to Minecraft, one thing you may not know about glass, we have a field of vision. We can see mobs out there. They cannot see us through glass. So if they're, even in the overworld, if there was a creeper or a zombie, they couldn't see us through the glass. So that's where glass comes into play. That gas might be flying around. I can take a look at him, but he can't see me. See that right there in the crosshairs? Those guys standing around with swords? Those are zombie pigmen. They're not. They're your friends until they're not. Later on, we might do a tutorial on something I built before, which is a zombie pigman mob grinder. In fact, I need to do some tutorials on mob grinders in general. That's when you really start to take advantage of the game, when you have mob grinders up and running, which is essentially a giant machine that you build. You have to craft it. You actually have to build it block by block. It's a giant monster trap is what it is. And gets you all kinds of goodies. Okay. Here we are. Now we have a real working base. Let's go ahead and open up that window a little more there. Put my torches on the end. Yes. Give it some symmetry. I over-designed things probably, but I don't care. This is not meant to be anything special. And there it is. Let's take a look around. There's some magma cubes. That's good. I'm interested in those. Huge pool of lava here. Not so interested in that at the moment. Although, if you need lava, look no further. And lots of magma cubes. Lots of zombie pigmen. I don't see anything immediately other than those magma cubes. Oh, look. Another mob. Another kind of magma cube. The hostile mob. And that's probably our most promising direction at the moment. Right there. What I want to find, what I'm really looking for, I'm looking for a nether fortress. That's what I need, because that's where you find blazes. So I suppose an upcoming video will help us with that. But for now, this is our working nether base. The only thing I was hoping to show you in this video, in addition, was I wanted to show you a ghast flying around. I hear him or her, no specification of gender, but I do not see the ghast. Probably up above us. They fly, of course, but they're huge. And I've always thought they were based on the Big Boo from Super Mario World. The big ghost that flies around. They look a lot like them. Anyway, that's that. So next time, we'll be establishing more of a foothold in the nether. I'll start setting up some chests and things in here and expanding this little base. And then we'll start to use this as our headquarters for heading out and trying to find a nether fortress. My name's Adam Mantarks. This has been Minecraft 102. And until next time, I wish you happy Minecrafting and happy nether exploration. Take care.